Hello everybody, it's Bot Spider, and this is a tutorial on how to make a really nice pro looking rain effect. And basically what you want to do first is, of course, push the create button. Delete this scratch variable and go to paint. Make sure you have no outline. Make sure you get a nice blue rain effect. And then zoom in. You want to get a 47 by 47. Or what you want to do, actually, I'm sorry, is get a 19 by 2. A 19 by 2. Center this. Now, name this rain. Name this rain. So now, duplicate this and make this one. Make this one longer. Make sure to make it a 36 by 2. Then make sure to duplicate this. And then make this one a 13 by 2. Then make a new one. Name this one Mist. Then get it to be a 63 by 63. So boom. So yes, get it to a 63 by 63. Okay, then make sure to get a splash. Make a new sprite, or not sprite, but costume. Name this one Splash. Then keep this. Then scrolling and make a 4 by 4 dot. Okay, now this is the important part. You want to get this and make sure there's no box. And then center this, and you want all this to be this box to be even. And now make sure it gets to 47. Okay, 47 is the size you want it at. So now copy that, paste it in all of these except Mist. So now you have that done. Let's go to our code. Let's make a block called create rain, and then run without screen refresh. So now, before we do that, let's do when green flag clicked, hide. So it hides the actual this right here. Now, let's do a forever my block create rain. Okay. Now let's go to our define create rain, and then get a repeat 10 a go to X and create clone of myself. Now let's go to operators and put pick random in both of these. Make sure to put the Y to 200. Let's get this to minus 250 and 240. Pick random 2 through 5 or through 5. Now let's do when I start as clone show switch costume 2. Pick random 1 through 3. Now let's make all of our variables. Distance for this sprite only. Lifetime for this sprite only. Now one name wind for all sprites. Then X for this sprite only, and Y for this sprite only. Now set wind to 0. Now we want all these to go away, and let's move wind to here. Now make wind a slider. Then set distance to pick random 0 to 80. Then set Y and set X to wind, and then Y pick random minus 15 and then minus 10. Now go to looks and set ghost effect to distance. Now let's do a repeat until. Now let's do touching. Now let's make a new sprite called, or not, yeah, sprite called ground. Then we're just gonna make it like a put this to 0, and then bring this up to 15 and make it like a green color. Bring this up to 30 and line it up. And then name this ground. Okay, so now let's go back to rain. Touching ground. Change X and change Y. Change Y by -1. Then go bring out an x, and then change x by x. So now we're going to actually sorry, someone texted me. Okay, so now we got to get out a multiplied, a plus, a divide, so get out a distance 200 plus pick random minus 0.5 to 0.5, and then put this right here, and then grab your wind, then put this and change x, and then after this put an if under this, then an or in here, then make sure to bring out your an x position, and then a less than. Duplicate this, put this in that. For this one, put 240. This one, put minus 240. So now put that one in there and that one in there, and then grab a set x2, grab a multiplied, put this by minus 1, and then x position. And yes, I know I'm going at a slow pace, but it's only so you guys can follow along at a pace that won't, it's not too fast. And then under the if, change y by y. Then point in direction to get a plus, and then an absolute divided, make sure this absolute is a ton, and then bring out an x into y, then grab a multiplied and a greater than, put 180 in this one and 0, and then grab a y and then put it in that. Now set size to pick random 90 through 1110. Set lifetime to pick random 10, 15. Now let's get an if else, and then an equal pick random 1 to 1. Set distance to 90. Switch costume to mist. Then set Y to 5. And then duplicate that, make this splash, then set Y to 5 and 10. Then set sends to another pig random 50 to 90. Then after all that, set X to pig random -5 and 5. Okay, now set ghost effect to distance. Now repeat lifetime, change ghost effect by divided subtract. Put 100 in this one, then put a distance in this one and lifetime in this one. Then a change and change X and change Y, and then make them change Y by -1. Then change X by X and change Y by Y. And then delete this clone. Now, for the X, duplicate this, put this in there, but hold up, keep the keep the divide, put that to 100. I don't know. What? I don't know. Wind, sorry about that. Multiplied by that. Put that in X. Now, make sure to have like a dark grape blue as your background. So now this is what it looks like. And then now you could have wind for a storm. I did forget to do something. Make sure to change radar slide to -20 and 20. So sorry, I forgot about that. Now, I don't know, my thing's being weird. But you could change wind directions and it works. So I hope this tutorial helped you to create a cool rain effect in your game. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.